I was at a pivotal point in gaming. I was at a point in my own timeline. I may not have cared about my own happiness, or in fact I didn't care much at all, but I was glad to witness the virtual era and the beginning of what most people have called, up until this point, the console wars. When they released the Switch 2, the whole dynamic of this war became obsolete. In effect, the ability to cross-platform all three consoles has inadvertently abrupted the whole of the cause. What many people don't know about me already is that I am out there. I'm out there. That's to say, I'm not that great in my mind. Many people have assumed I had a horrible childhood that took me down a darker path, or they assume because I was chronically homeless that I am a messed up person. I am afflicted in the sense that I have not been able to access AAA gaming, and yet I have found myself at the epitome of gaming at another point in time, a time when I have found peace within, and as the world echoed with the final shots and the mindless audience takes applause, I took a stand in the duration of the union between Sony and Xbox, between Nintendo, and I said no, they are not. The console wars may be over, but the micro wars are only beginning. I want to start a new podcast on gaming with affliction and pain. We are going to start a new campaign. For some, I can help you continue the legacy of console warfare, and for some others who are being subjected to all of this, the micro wars will litigate the end of what gaming was, and hopefully will become. Micro wars is contained to three big companies: Atari, Mod Retro, and My Arcade. There has to be a way to tie it in with Amazon Luna, not to mention an old rival being Nintendo, but we will highlight these three as the center focus. And to add another twist, two of these companies are really working together. That's right, I am completely defaulting. So for everyone who thought the micro wars was somehow going to be fought over who has the rights, think again. The micro wars are different in a lot of ways, because at the center of this competition is price. I mean that in the sense of value and what people are paying for. Believe it or not, a good part of the console wars was only afforded in part to crowdfunding. Everyone knows that one day we would have to pay more and more for games and the cost to create them. Technically, games need to be about $80 in today's market. As Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo try to manicure the situation, general public are paying a great deal to watch a big ape dig a hole in the ground. We have a company out there who I hope is being noticed by the name Mod Retro. With an incredible piece of hardware that uses the clone dynamics of Game Boy Color, rebranding, re-releasing, remaking, and virtually reinventing the chromatic boss. Like I said, they are even making new retro games for about $40, and the hardware comes at a competitive price of about $200. So my point is this: why get left behind by retro gaming when AAA gaming is at an all-time low right now in terms of productivity? And why wouldn't you support a company with such a bright spark like Mod Retro? What we need is not a revival. What we need is a romantic era of gaming based by the systems and structures that make it possible. I cannot express the dire situation in my thoughts right now. What the corporation says we need to do is fix their money problems. We all have money problems, even people who don't own a company. The devil is in the framework, and he is putting out a contract for you and me to sign, one that says that they own you and you have no one else to turn to. You have to fix the agreement, and unfortunately, this little revival they want to have here has never been tested in time. That's why I am urging you to get behind Mod Retro.